What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. You can tell from the title that today is going to be top tips for new servers. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. However, now that I'm actually coming up on a year of being a server, I feel like I can really speak to things that new servers need to know. So let's jump right in. All right, first things first, look your best. Look your best. I personally feel like when you look good, it does contribute to your tips. Like, I just went into serving with that type of mindset anyways. Like, I want to get the best possible tip and I want to do everything I can to get the best possible tip. And so I'm going to look amazing every single time. Like, I literally used to come to work in makeup every single day. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to go all out, full glam every single shift, but look presentable, look your best, put yourself together in a way where you feel confident, because that confidence does radiate to your guests and to your customers. So whether that means that you do your eyebrows before your shift, or you put a little extra mascara and some lip gloss on. If you can and you're into nails, get your nails done. Or even just a little fragrance, whatever it is that you do that makes you look most presentable and makes you feel most confident, do that. Because when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do great. Simple as that. Make sure you are working somewhere where the money is worth it. When I say the money is worth it, I mean that you're going home more than likely with $100 to $200 every shift. If you're leaving work with $30, you're leaving work with $40, and you've been there for 6 to 8 hours, maybe more, and you're just leaving with that much, find somewhere else to work, because there are places where you can work where you can leave out with $100 to $300. It doesn't have to be somewhere crazy expensive, but you don't want to work somewhere where the checks are low. You want your meal options to be in that $20 to $40 range minimum, right? Because those checks add up. And when your checks add up, that means your tip adds up. This is no offense to anybody that works at IHOP. I'm just using this as an example. We know that we can go to IHOP and we can get a full meal for, let's say, $12, right? Assuming that myself and my boyfriend go out to IHOP and I get a meal for $12, he gets a meal for $12. That's $24. And let's say plus tax, that's a $25 check, right? Well, assuming that the average American is going to tip 20% of the check, 20% of $25 is $5, right? And so I just made $5, a $5 tip off of a table that sat there for, let's say, an hour. Now let's go somewhere like Cheesecake Factory. Let's go somewhere like Cheesecake Factory, where the meals are a little bit pricier, but they're not crazy high, right? So let's say that my boyfriend and I, we go out to the Cheesecake Factory and we both get a meal that costs $25. So I get a meal $25, he gets a meal for $25, and they serve alcohol there. So maybe we got some wine, and so that takes our bill from $50 to, let's say, $65. The average American is going to tip 20%. So 20% of $65 is about $13. So instead of getting a $5 tip at IHOP, I got a $13 tip at Cheesecake Factory, right? Let's make it even bigger. We're at Cheesecake Factory and there's 4 of us. Me and my boyfriend are on a double date. I get something for $25. He gets something for $25. Our other 2 friends, they both get something for $25. That's a $100 check right there before tax. And we all got wine. So let's just take it up to $140 $40, right? Same amount of time. We're there for about an hour, hour and a half. Now the check is $140. And so 20% of $140 is $28. You just got a $28 tip in an hour as opposed to getting, let's say, a $10 tip in an hour. You see what I'm saying? You want to make sure that where you're working, it's worth it. The bill does not have to be crazy high, but you want to work somewhere where the meals are, are not super cheap. Like you're not getting things for, $7, $8. Like the meals are, between $20 and $30. That way, if you have 3, 4 people sit down, 5, 6, 7, 8 people sit down, you're more likely to get a better tip. In a nutshell, just make sure it's worth it for you. Again, I'm not trying to offend anybody that works at IHOP, but if you do work at IHOP, I just want you to know that you could probably be making a lot more money somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. All right, tip number 3, stay focused. Give your tables your very best. From your very first table to your very last table. Be on top of what's going on at your tables. When you see those drinks are getting low, go get them drinks before they even have to ask again. Have good manners, right? Everybody is ma'am and sir. I don't care if it's a 4-year-old. You make them feel like they are a priority. Make them feel like you are really paying attention to them. Let's say that they had a salad and they were like,
this dressing is really good. Did you guys make this in-house? Yeah, we made it in-house. It's our house dressing. Okay, cool. Can I get a box? I want to take the rest of my salad home.
Go get them an extra dressing. They just told you they like the dressing. Go get them a complimentary one to take home, right? Just those little things that let your table know that you're listening and that you're paying attention, right? Tip number 4, don't spend your tips right away. Budget, budget, budget. Budgeting is the name of the game. When you are working at a restaurant for tips, you're going to come across so much cash. You're going to be taking cash home every day, right? And it's very easy to feel like the money just keeps coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in. But you want it to come in and come in and come in and not dish it right back out. Don't take your tips that you just made and go out to the bar with your coworkers and drink 30% of your tips away. I mean, have a budget of all of your set money, for when you want to go out and when you want to do this and when you want to get McDonald's. Y'all should stop eating McDonald's. And when you want to, do all the things you want to do, try not to pull from the money that you just made, yesterday or 2 days ago. Like, there should already be money in your wallet for that. It's one thing if you have a bill to pay, like right now, like I'm making this money and then I'm going to pay this bill tomorrow. Like I've been there. However, be responsible with your tips. It can feel like it's just going to keep coming in and coming in and coming in. But if you keep spending it, you're not going to be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show you. So this is not to brag or anything like that. And if you've watched my channel, you know that I have a cash binder. You know that I have a $1 savings. In this $1 savings right here, it's at least $400. But we're not playing around. You know what I'm saying? Save your money. Save your money. You should know where your money is going. Get you an envelope system. Get you a cash binder and get some envelopes that make sense to you. Something for the home, something for your car, something for your debt, something for a rainy day. You should have a rainy day fund, especially because server income is so inconsistent. You can make $180 one day, $250 another day, and $40 another day. $40. Not 40, but you know what I'm saying, like 70. You can make 70 another day. And you really never know what you're gonna make aside from the hours. And so you should have a rainy day fund. Next tip, and this kind of plays into the last tip: eat before you come. Eat before you come to work, because again, you don't want to get tips and then give it right back to the restaurant by eating their food. I'm guilty of this. I eat at work all the time, and that's because I have poor eating habits as far as following a routine. And that's a whole nother conversation. Try your best not to eat at work on a regular basis. I know it's hard because you work at a restaurant. It's like, okay, like I didn't eat today, or I didn't have lunch yet. I'm gonna just eat at work. Like I'll just grab something at work. I'll have a salad at work. I'll get some chicken tenders at work. I'll get this at work. I'll do this at work. Try not to eat at work on a regular basis again, because you want to keep your money in your pocket. Like, simple as that. Eat before you come. That way, when you're at work, you're not starving and you're not so tempted to purchase food from the restaurant. And then also, your attitude is not going to be stank because you haven't eaten all day, or because you haven't eaten in 3-4 hours and you're about to be working for 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, eat before you come, and bring snacks. You could bring snacks to work. Bring your little granola bar, some Belvita cookies, an apple, a banana, a smoothie, something. Like, you can bring things to work. Bring a water, a coffee, whatever it is that you need to stay energized. Just bring what you need. Eat before you come. Try not to eat at work. Next tip is to invest in your feet. Invest in good shoes, and even pedicures if you need to. You are on your feet all day long. Like, if you work at a restaurant like mine, there's really nowhere for you to sit down. If you watch my Father's Day video, you know that I worked from open to close. So I literally worked about almost 12 hours. In that time, I probably sat down maybe 5 minutes my entire shift. And you want to have good shoes because you don't want your feet to be hurting after long shifts unnecessarily because you have these Walmart shoes. No offense to Walmart or anybody that's getting their shoes from Walmart, but I had some Walmart shoes, and for the first time ever, I got calluses on the bottom of my feet. Like, part of that was my fault because they were a half size too big, but I just didn't think that it was that big of a deal. No, it's a big deal. Like, get you some, even if you got to get Skechers, like, get you some slip resistant Skechers with the memory foam in them, or the cool heat resistant ones. Like, whatever you need for your specific feet. Like, if your feet sweat a lot, especially because I don't want my feet to be looking crusty. Like, I live in the South, I wear sandals all the time. Like, I don't want my feet to be looking crazy. And with that, also, ladies, like, go get a pedicure every 3-4 weeks. Like, put some money to the side, budget it. Budget in a pedicure, again, so that your feet won't be looking crusty, dusty, crazy because you're on your feet all day. Tip number 7: don't be that person that is constantly complaining. Do your best to maintain an attitude of gratitude. When I get bad tips, I be salty, I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes I'll tell a friend or whatever, but at the same time, I challenge myself, and I'm not just saying this, I really mean this. I challenge myself to thank God for that tip. You know what? Thank you, God, for that $2 tip. Thank you, God, for that $5 tip. Thank you, God, for that $4 tip, and keep it moving, because gratitude is also how you attract things to yourself. And you don't want to be so frustrated at a bad tip that you take that energy to your next table and you're greeting your next table with an attitude. Even if you don't feel like it's an attitude, that energy is going to come off to that table. So you want to just try to, let it roll off the shoulder and keep it moving. Tip number 8: don't take it personal, just kill them with kindness. Just like you're going to have bad tips, you're going to have people that are, you're gonna have people that are rude to you for no good reason. You're gonna have people that have attitudes with you. You're gonna have people who are very entitled and just snappy and make you feel like you're their servant. And it sucks. It does. But don't take it personal. It's usually not about you. It's just who that person is, and how they move through the world. And the best thing that you can do, especially as somebody that is a follower of Christ, is just kill them with kindness. Just continue to be kind to them. Just do your job and keep it moving. The next tip is to seek other opportunities to move up. For some people, that might mean that they want to be a part-time manager. For other people, that might mean that they want to be a bartender. Your store or restaurant may have other positions that allow you to make more money or grow professionally in other ways, and you want to try to take advantage of those things in ways that make sense for you. Me personally, I had no desire to be a manager at my restaurant. I don't want to do anything that doesn't involve me leaving with cash at the end of the night. And so for me, it made sense for me to move up to bartending. And so I made it a point to let my managers know that I wanted to bartend, and I took it upon myself to get all the information that I needed to bartend. I took the initiative to, ask if we could do a quick, bartending class so that I could fill in all the information I needed. I made flashcards on Quizlet so that I could learn all the recipes and just try to, get behind the bar as quickly as possible. And that's what I did, especially seeing that bartenders do tend to make more money. Not always, depending on if you have to split tips or not, but bartenders do tend to get more guests and make more money. Plus you get tip share, and you may also have a higher hourly rate. So if there are things within the restaurant that you're interested in, make it known to your managers that you're interested in those things so that you can move up and accomplish some of your financial goals faster. Just a few more tips. One of them being make a routine for yourself. If you are someone who works at a restaurant that perhaps doesn't open until the afternoon, or you don't have any shifts until the afternoon or the evening, and this is perhaps your only job, make a routine for yourself, especially a morning and afternoon routine, so that you're not just going through your days aimlessly before work. Don't get too comfortable with serving. Serving and bartending are great. Specifically serving, don't let this be your only source of income for the next 5 years. Serving has great benefits to it, but if you are someone like myself who wants to build wealth and wants to do other things in life, don't get too comfortable serving. Use your daytime hours to work on your other goals, dreams, and ambitions. Like you can see at this moment, I'm working on my YouTube channel. Don't just let your days pass you by, or just, sit around and watch TV and chill until your shifts. Like, try to figure out what it is that you want to do with your life and go for those things. Use the free time and the freedom that serving provides to get you to your next goal. I think serving will be something that I will do for a long time, but it will not be my only source of income. So I would highly recommend that you also find other streams of income and other ways to build wealth, because you can only do so much with your two hands in 24 hours, right? So you want to, figure out ways where you can make your money work for you so you don't have to work so hard, especially on those days when you really don't feel like going to work. Tip number, I think this is 12. Tip number 12, be the best server. Be the best server. I mean, this goes without saying. Hopefully you work in a place where you have other great, amazing servers that you can feed off of their energy, and the teamwork is there, and everybody runs food, and everybody gets ice, and everybody does side work, and it's just a awesome team, and everybody's a great server. Hopefully that is your experience. However, if you do work somewhere where your coworkers are lazy and are making mistakes that are completely avoidable and really don't care about their level of service and are doing pocket checks, and their food is getting cold because they're not paying attention because they're standing over there on their phones, like, don't allow yourself to adapt to that level of mediocrity. Be an excellent server. Be an excellent server. It's if Michael B. Jordan walked into your restaurant, Would your manager sit him at your table? Are you that amazing of a server that you could serve Michael B. Jordan? Be honest with yourself. But you know, you want to be at that level of service where anybody can sit at your table and have an amazing experience. Last but not least, tip like you want to be tipped. We all want to have big tips. We all want to get 20%, 25%. We want, you know, somebody to have a $60 check and give us $100 bill and tell us to keep the change, and bam, $40 in our pocket. We all want to have those types of tips. However, when you go to restaurants, when you tip your servers in a way that you would want to be tipped. If your bill is $20, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could leave $4, but you could also leave $10, you know? If your bill is $50, yeah, you could leave $10 or you could leave $20, you know? Like, it's okay to go above and beyond, especially when you are in the service industry. So be that person that tips above and beyond 20%. Basically, tip your server how you would want somebody to tip you. You know, pay it forward, put it out into the universe, and expect it to come back to you. Whatever you are tipping out, expect that it's gonna come back tenfold, period. All right, so those are my top 12 tips for new servers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and check out my other videos if you want to see how much I make on a regular basis. If you are a server and you have some tips to add to this list, please, please, please put them down below. I'm sure they would help. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Copy, you